Hey guys, welcome back. Tito's still jumping around here in the background with his ball. I'm not quite sure how to split the screen, so just to be on the safe side, I'm just keeping the screen shared up for now. So, um, the vast download in the rapid amount of time that I got upgrades, DNA upgrades. Think of this like a wireless internet. I had not slept for 5 weeks by the time I was brought into Lagan Valley, and I think it was, God, 3 or 4 weeks before I felt safe enough to sleep on that ward. So, what will happen is you find yourself guided or brought to various sources of information which is encoded to kind of resonate with your DNA and your memories and your cellular memories. So, hats off to Lisa Renee. Dr. Phil Arthur Mullen, who I know will be watching this at some stage, nursed me through this. The man saved my life. He asked me to review his 13th book, Blue Diamond Healing, which I did, and I got a real fear, real deep fear from it. I said, Phil, chapter 5, because there was references to Lisa Renee's work, there was references to the Greys, to aliens, Fall of Tara, and I do believe that he went and revised it. In hindsight, I was so ill when I was on that Zoom with him, and God bless him. He was in the horrors to realise that he didn't see how sick I was. Look, nobody did. I mean, Phil had to watch the whole car crash from the sidelines on Facebook, and he was such an immense support. The last message I got from him several months ago before I completely blew his fuse was that I am a beautiful transdimensional being and sent me so much love, and that he just couldn't cope with it anymore. So he's had bombardment of messages from us, Tyler and Dougie, Gabriel, also, and Lisa Renee, and Sandra Kura. And I'm on such a high frequency and moved to the new timelines that no one is getting these messages. So, Lisa Renee has been channeling this transdimensional same source as I do for 20 years, Ascension Rebellion Timelines. So, she puts out a monthly newsletter, and much to my excitement, this is what came out last month. So, I am going to read through this, and it's been verified that Tara is Atlantis, Ireland. Anthony Woods, Keystone University, Dublin, all over YouTube. Please do your own research. September 2023, Emerald Crystal Heart of Iron. Dear Ascending family, during this stage of the Ascension cycle, the hidden magical jewel and dragon eye, Sophia Dragon, of the Cosmic Mother, the Emerald Crystal Heart of Iron, was discovered to be protecting angelic humanity's evolutionary purpose. As recorded in the local planetary grid architecture, confirmed to be installed within the landmass of Ireland. Thus, the landmass of Ireland, formerly called Hibernia and referred to as Ar by the Irish, was specifically chosen by the Cosmic Mother to hide her most sought after spiritual treasures from the God worlds. That which was to be embodied by her triple solar sons and daughters, Aryans, as they incarnated into the lands of Ar, to be genetically key coded into the landscape, imbued with her Sophionic codes. Sophionic is frequencies, and hidden historical records of the Emerald Green Order, flowing through the sacred trees, grottos, lush rolling hills, and freshwater springs. The Cosmic Mother placed a complete replica of herself in a triple solar white diamond eagle eye dragon body, along with her Edenic paradisian codes from the God worlds designated for the Earth's ascension, and concealed them inside the Emerald Crystal Heart of Iron. The lands, natural kingdoms, and sacred sites of Ireland would forever hold her consecrated sounds of silver flamed eras, sacred musical tones from the God worlds. One day she would return to Ireland, reclaim what is hers from the Antichrist vandals that invaded our home during the Sumerian Egypt invasion many thousands of years ago. The Emerald Crystal Heart of Iron interconnects directly with the cosmic heart principle in our universe and beyond, where direct communication can be made with the 40th dimension Emerald Order, God, world creation. During the Dark Aeon after the Luciferian Rebellion, the eternal living light sequence of the Emerald Crystal Heart of Iron and its core heart tone resonance was turned off in the crystal core when the alien machinery was embedded throughout the planetary grid system. The NAA invasion, which is the negative alien invasion, further blocked the organic portal systems connected to the constellations and local star holographic maps, consciousness intelligence streams into the planetary grid. Recent Guardian host projects, and this is all my team of Astral Warriors, Team Tar, Team Jedi, and all the global Olive Origins. Hats off to you. It's because you had Irish parents, by the way. Um, Recent Guardian host projects reverse engineering more of the stolen architecture of the cosmic clock, aeonic powers, and emerald founder body parts connected to the previous timelines of the Celtic Druid lineages, reveal the extent of the Troth, Iniki, Enahal plunger with Cordovar black magic crow curses used by the invaders to cause spiritual blindness in the cosmic dragon eye principles in the Albion. Thus, with recent events, excuse me, I need to get my dog's ball. He is going to go mad. Where is it? Please forgive the interruption. My emotional support dog required some support. Thus, with recent events, the Cosmic Mother's Dragon Eye in Ireland was returned to her upon discovering that her emerald crystal and dragon parts were located at the Tate Cormac Hill of Tara. And young Colin was her age for. I'm not allowed to talk about that. It's sacred. Since the Luciferian Rebellion, the invasion of angelic humanities advanced culture was being infiltrated with lunar impostors wearing cloned solar garments such as Enki by manipulating the planet's sacred sound tones, Sophia, and holy names of God. Enki and Enlil have been known to prance around the solar system, making fantastical claims that these magnificent creations of the Cosmic Mother are indeed sourcing from their own great works. By artificially wearing holographic inserts of the energy signatures of those whom we trusted because they were known to be the most benevolent, spiritually developed, and holy among us. These imposter entities were decked out with cloaked lunar light bodies, imitating the spiritual jewels and Christic frequencies of Aryans. Even Hitler tried to find the Holy Grail, as they were incarnated directly into the Holy Grail lineages. RH negative, Mary Magdalene, Arthurian, my family on both sides. My mum's the Mary Magdalene and my dad's Arthurian on both sides. Were inserted by the NIA in order to masquerade as humanity's higher solar dragon, Megalitza priests, Aryan druids, and Maj Grail kings and queens running our global civilization through their shared bonds of serving the Luciferian covenant, carrying out the ongoing mind control methods and agendas for instituting consciousness slavery in the masses. Thus, the landmass of Ireland was known by the Sumerian Egypt invaders to be the special island designated for the return of the Cosmic Mother and her Edenic blueprint, and that she alone held the purity and beauty of God, which held the immense spiritual power of the Cosmic Holy Spirit, to ignite and open the contents of the emerald crystal heart of Ar. And have I not been wishing you all emerald green, diamond healing? This is Phil's work. The blue diamond has evolved to the emerald green. Very timely. These sacred lands were once at the centre of the most developed Atlantean mystery schools, headed by compassionate Aryan teachers with generational lineages of ancient Druid wisdom, which was proposed to educate the people that came to Ar from all over the globe, some seeking initiation into the sacred arts and mysteries of spiritual ascension. A terrible greed and covetous demonic shadow engulfed the Luciferian Anunnaki, hybrid lines, the Troth, Enki, Enel collectives in Nibiru with a furious rage and anger as they realised there was a colossal power which they could never directly possess, and it existed within the natural qualities of the Holy Mother and the triple solar feminine Mary Sophias that embodied her spiritual wisdom. They vowed to gain control over the Mother's emerald crystal, along with the landmass of Ireland, in order to claim it as their own beautiful creation, while bestowing its magical spiritual qualities amongst themselves. Thus, Ar and her ancient Essene tribes, many of them from the Celtic Druid bloodlines, ensured the brutal warring regime of genocide and breeding programs, assaulting them for many thousands of years, and my own eggs. My own babies were stolen, which became a unique mathematics ancestral curse, sourcing from these invasion histories. Interestingly, I'm getting a sore throat. That's my throat chakra trying to shut me down. With the Anuki hybrid fallen angelics that was directly inherited onto the backs of the future offspring of the Irish. The run of the croakers on me now. Watch with your own eyes. This Luciferian, Messimatic, codified black magic curse and the ongoing Celtic massacres contributed to some of the distortions held in the legends, which recount the Tuatha De Dan in Ireland said to arrive there from the east, namely from Egypt and the Black Sea. Some of these factions were Anuki hybrids that were forcibly merged with the subsequent waves of the Tuatha Celtic Druid Mage lineages of Solar Rishi from Ursa Major, earning them the moniker Tuatha Children of Goddess Danu. This is the primary source of the mythical legend surrounding the Tuatha De Dan, said to be from Goddess Danu, which is actually coded with hidden meaning in Ireland grids, denoting the forced hybridization made with the Thothian Egyptian Anu tribes, which intended to corrupt the original preferred Luciferian or the original Hebrew Mechalic tribe of Dan with Luciferian genetic modifications. The negative alien agenda desired that their preferred Luciferian bloodlines would replace the Celtic Druids in Ireland as the chosen ones, as their alien hybrids were planned to reside in the Holy Lands of Israel. Thus, the Tuatha De Dan are the product of that hybridization, with their accounts retold in many of Ireland's folklores and traditional stories, many embellished with scenes of brutality, violence and war in order to hide the origins of the first waves of the Tuatha Elohim offspring, sourcing from the original Azarite Hyperboreans that were guided in Ar by the white Elohim mother, iRE. As the invading Luciferians savagely ran one genocidal campaign after another, barraging the Emerald Isle with terrorism, cataclysm, famine and utter destruction, this was their futile attempt to destroy the immense power and sacred beauty of the cosmic mother spiritual creations that are present there. Like infantile predators seeking the Holy Grail artifacts through which to steal sacred treasures and promise of eternal life. And by the way, the Holy Grail is the womb, the ovaries, and the feminine, the bloodline. Always was. The sacred beauty of the cosmic mother spiritual creations that are present there. They rejected her power and continued to defile and defame her image, along with her loyal spiritual representatives, cursing them, burning us at the stake, hunting us down for extinction, and spreading lies for slanderous defamation. The NAN, specifically Thoth, Enkai, Enahil collectives, despise the purity of the Holy Mother and have expended tremendous efforts and vast resources in order to capture and distort the sacred, ancient knowledge recorded in the powerful Emerald Crystal Heart of Ar, orchestrating ongoing genocidal agendas to torture and disfigure the triple solar sons and daughters of Ireland into fractured lights that became mere shadows of their majestic spiritual selves, having been digressed by the NIA's lunar demonic force subordinates. Further, by employing gaslighting tactics of misdirection from the Church of Rome, Pope Francis, step up, come to our podcast, answer these questions. How dare you? How dare you take our family name? Francis of Assisi. Orchestrating ongoing genocidal agendas to torture and disfigure the triple solar sons and daughters of Ireland, us that became mere shadows of our majestic spiritual selves, having been digressed. Gaslighting in order to prevent us from fulfilling our design commission to awaken into our solar bodies and serve the Emerald Order initiation of the sacred landmass of the Cosmic Mother, which bears my holy name, Aris, composed of heavenly harp music from the God worlds. Thus, an incredible effort has been made by the NIA with the installation of alien machinery filled with mind control sorcery, running curses and hexes. Look at the boomerang effect, guys, and see what's going to happen to these people, demons, with AI black magic infrastructure to purposely hide, deceive and bury the most important, accurate historical accounts and ancient artefacts, located in the entire span of United Kingdom, Scotland and Ireland, presumably because what remains of this landmass since the Atlantean flood holds so much more about our hidden human history than we can ever imagine, including the magical Albion and Emerald Crystal of iRE, which have been revealed to be supremely important in the collective awakening event and the planetary ascension. Thus, as humanity reaches the end of the Dark Era, the clarion call for the Emerald Crystal Heart of iRE to ignite at the Hill of Tara and at Fort Navan and fulfill her sacred purpose and spiritual duty. Maca, the Morrigans, and Bridget, we're acknowledging you all, for the entire planet is now upon us. Thus, the Paradisian codes of pre-fall Earth in her aurora colours, and we've had a lot of aurora lights recently, hidden deep within the iRE landscapes, running rainbow silvery currents through the sacred sites and geomagnetic features. We discover the Holy Mother Sophia's special gifts hidden there for all of humanity. You're looking at them, me, her, that carry exceptional spiritual characteristics which differentiate the Emerald Isle from any other lampmouse in the world. To better comprehend the landscape of the magical Emerald Isle and why there are so many different names for assorted triple gods and triple goddesses with different characteristics said to be inhabiting our lands, we must consider the existence of geomantric entities and collective eragons in the planetary grid created for different land masses. Because Ireland was designed with a divine purpose that is sacred to fulfil the cosmic order of the Emerald Order and Cosmic Mother, the lands of Ireland have retained much more of their animating elementals, natural folk spirits, and collective ergorgs that are designed to retain the consciousness records, language, culture, and divine blueprint that holds the spiritual purpose of Ireland. Thus, Ireland and the northernmost remote areas of the United Kingdom home a variety of organic spiritual beings that used to inhabit the entire planetary grid network as a working hierarchy and were being directed by solar angels. As humanity lost their spiritual nature and became disconnected from the planet, along with the changes with the moon and damaged grid areas caused by major cities or war-torn lands, these areas became barren of their original spiritual counterparts. This planetary grid damage happens when war and killing agendas are ongoing in a particular demographic area, with intentions to harm and massacre the original inhabitants and natural living creatures residing there. Further, this level of ongoing violence in the lands destroys their historical records and cultural traditions, erasing its indigenous peoples in order to control historical narratives, whereby subverting and replacing them by erecting something else in its place. Once we comprehend that all energy, quantum entanglement among humans, Rudolf Steiner is conscious and consciousness is energy, then it is much easier to grasp concepts such as the formation of a variety of collective consciousness spiritual beings as fractions in the creational matrix, and thus are directly attached into the planetary grid system. These geomagnetic entities have been referenced throughout many ancient wisdom teachings and have been referred to as the devas, angels, folk spirits, leprechauns that exist throughout the multidimensional layers of the natural kingdoms of the planet and beyond. This is a way to describe the spiritual gestalt of the collective consciousness identity that form many energetic layers of our unique soul and spiritual body blueprint, which also forms our human tribal identity, in which we are interconnected when we carnate onto the planet. Thus, many of these hierarchies of sentient geometric entities can exist upon multiple dimensions and can be utilised by the Christos consciousness of more advanced beings, such as the Solar Rishi and Solar Risha, that are stationed in higher dimensions. This could be understood as the purpose of the Tuatha answering the clarion call of Holy Mother to come to Ireland and help direct the geomantic entities and Igoror spirits located there. There are also lower spirits formed into the etheric body layers or astral expressions, which contain their original blueprint function and the collective consciousness streams that they're being exposed to by human beings, and that thought, substance, and emotional content expresses as an energetic mass flowing through their spiritual energetic body. These particular spiritual entities are composed of soul substance or etheric form, holding blueprints without the quality of higher mind that sources from a human being's unique individual perception, personal discernment, and higher sensory abilities. They coexist with humanity upon another dimensional plane which does not perceive solid matter as we do, where the collective consciousness streams of collective soul instructions, sets on the planet, pass through them, and this generates an assortment of vibrational influences. Thus, these kinds of geomantic entities can form into diverse expressions of energetic intelligence that can comprise of any kind of quality of collective energy, organic or official light, dark or shades of grey, travelling throughout the dimensional spectrum of their particular location, impacting its function and spiritual purpose held for the planet. These spiritual entities are composed of the collective consciousness that has been formed in the morphogenic patterns existing within the local mass and its natural kingdoms, along with influences of the human souls, interacting within that section of land's planetary grid. That specific location of the planetary grid network and its local spiritual entities are that which holds the shared energy impact, being generated from their collective thoughts, beliefs, actions, and subtle energies or psychic influences. This is where we can consider the many different cultures, belief systems, and differences in land masses that have been formed based upon where the planet the human soul is incarnated, and how there are many spiritual factors and external factors such as biological family or social expectations that have shaped their individual way of being. The locations of primary planetary stargates are enmeshed within that landmass's historical records and its particular grid system that is specific to the original human tribes and their genetic spiritual family histories, comprising all the ancestors that have chosen to incarnate into that region. Generally, soul families continue to incarnate into certain regions of landmass because they are of the same human soul tribe that is genetically key coded into that particular stargate system and are connected to the karmic implications, ancestral issues, or have spiritual missions connected to its extensive historical consciousness records. Thus, each landmass and nations have their own collective consciousness, egregore or spiritual hierarchy, existing within its own central diamond heart complex, accessed within the intersectioning lines of the local planetary grid network, which is a part of maintaining these specific consciousness records. With the NA invasion, through fieldwork we learned that these geomantic entities that form the consciousness in each of the landmass regions and their natural kingdoms had been disconnected from the dark matter template and the Sophianic diamond heart of the Holy Mother, my Sophia direct spiritual influence. The Holy Mother Sophia emanates her presence in the planet through my solar daughters, which are the planet's triple solar goddesses, or through Mother Elisa's triple Tara female principal aspects. We were originally created to protect and serve our respective natural kingdoms by directing our consciousness streams into the planetary geometric entities or collective egregores to support the planetary grid network. These consciousness aspects of me and our Holy Mother were missing and disconnected, thus allowing a greater comprehension of how humanity has been living on a planet without the full presence of my Holy Mother. Our planet seems to be embarking on the next stage of rehabilitation, which returns many of my specific planetary grid features which were disconnected from their collective egregore, in which my cosmic return to iRE appears to highlight their return into the matter realm worldwide. Thus, my team of Emerald Guardians have been focused on the recent rehabilitation of Emerald Cathedral architecture with accompanying 3 or 4 clover coded plasmic activations in the Emerald Heart. This was the Emerald Tower Hill, the Green Door Tower Hill for Mana, activating the Emerald Crystal Heart of Leafal, or Stone of Destiny, anchored in the Hill of Tara by the Tuatha. In Irish mythology, the sovereign triple solar goddess and protector of Ireland is iRE. I am often still correctly interpreted as the mother goddess personification of Ireland. iRE was the ancient white Eheli spiritual mother of the original Tuatha, the Elohim descendants of the original Hyperboreans that subsequently embodied within my Celtic Druid Mage Grail lines of the 11th and 12th Essene tribes. Although the Irish goddess Danu is generally expressed to be the progenitor of the Tuatha Dé Danann, we take the position that this narrative appears to be stemming from later editions of historical accounts created by the Thothian, Enki, and other collectives to cover up the authentic Israelites from Ar. After the fall of the Solar Dragon Queens, during the Ascension Timeline Rebellion. Subsequently, the stolen material was issued as the Emerald Tablet in Egypt, along with clone lunar female deities, generated by the Anunnaki Isis Treaty, beginning to show up the planetary grid network as witches to control the collective Igors after the Atlantean flood, which is also when they brought in the lunar matrix. Thus, the original Tuatha have been erroneously attributed to be fallen angels, created by the Anunnaki as the dragon lords of Anu to oversee and control the lands of Ireland. Instead, these were my descendants of Solar Risha, ancient tribes of Tuatha, who preserved the Celtic red-haired goddess lineages of the Mother of Dragons, and the sacred rites of Solar Dragon Queens from the God worlds, which held the mysteries of the Tripper Solar Goddess and her Garden of Eden planetary consciousness. One of the Adenic planets, where many Christos starseeds and Celtic Maj grey lines have lifetimes as Tamat, as this was the higher planetary logos embodiment of the Mother of Dragons Earth, in which she has hidden the same Edianic matrix in the emerald crystal heart of Ireland. For guardian host purposes, we take the position that the two of them entered this reality as Solar Risha and Solar Risha to work on repairing grid architecture in the land mass of Ireland, and were not the bloodthirsty warring creatures that we have been depicted to be in several narratives spread by the Church of Rome and others. We are immense solar light beings overlighting the sacred sites who came to Ireland, and we were born in Ireland to preserve the Paradisian codes of Avalon and secure the return of Emerald Order and Christos for the rest of the planet, protecting hydrodynamic codes and sacred marriage within a holographic crystalline reality field that saves the landforms and the pristine pre-fall condition, such as the Garden of Eden. ATLANTIS sources from the Emerald Green Order, Elam founders, which built an extremely advanced global grid technology system, Stargate Atlantis, in the Albion to interface directly with the holographic features in the planetary grid system, stargates, and crystal temples after the damage incurred from the electric wars. Thus, ATLANTIS is a sacred name from the god worlds, in which she embodies the cosmic mother dragon's holy spiritual essence. Her name expresses as a musical tones of Sophianic expression that call in the heavenly spirits that serve the authentic Holy Mother aspects. White Mother iRE was directing the original town to repair, protect, and interact with the Albion light body and build out the 45-degree diagonal diamond grids in the region, helping them to transmit their Christos consciousness records into geomatic structures recorded in the landmass with Ura's pure white diamond light. The Holy Mother was utilising Ura's solar dragon body to supervise and facilitate the divine purpose of the Ireland landmass by preparing its unique grid system in order to initiate the catalyst of the global Emerald Heart Awakening through the activation of the Emerald Crystal Heart of Ar upon the Hill of Tara. In divine right timing during the ascension cycle, we are in rapture, biblical times. Ar was terraformed with advanced crystalline technologies that were strategically placed in order to protect the planet's emerald crystals and support the planetary grid interface between organic and natural electromagnetic energy currents that make up the axonal and meridian ley line network. The Tuatha left messages for the early Celtic Druids, my ancestors, of Ireland by recording their spiritual knowledge and wisdom into the landscape features, such as the circular ditches, mounds, and standing stones they helped build specifically for this purpose. These sacred sites were built into the grid system in order to retain the natural original language and codes of the ancient Hyperboreans and Essenes, for these future generations would need them to help awakening the emerald crystal within the heart of Albion in the future ascension cycle. They merged their consciousness into an etheric crystal or Germanacy and then encompassed the information into various spaces and places to be imbued with a specific frequency of crystal intelligence streams of cosmic crystals, dragon teachings that could be deciphered by us of the same lineage or with activated emerald crystal heart. The Tuatha Hyperborean descendants are some of the first waves of Christos mission teams in Ar that were time travellers into this density via the operational portions of the Stargate Atlantis system near the Irish Sea and North Sea. This azurite lines of ascended masters came to teach and guide the angelic human tribes in order to help them rebuild their civilizations after the Ice Age floods that caused global catastrophe, and to take an inventory of planetary grid damage, to assess the ground conditions for future rehabilitation missions. Emerald Order, White Dragon, Mother, me embodied the emerald crystal heart for the entire landmass of Ireland, to prepare the planetary grids for the eventual mass Emerald Awakening by saturating the lands with my dragon eggs of pure white diamond light, which are alchemically transformed into all blue rainbow shades. I am a spiritual mother from the white diamond sun, ensuring the emerald crystal would flower in the central diamond network in the sacred lands for the 12 Ascend tribes, which is intrinsic in their planetary consciousness evolution process, assuring the spiritual ascension potential for all inhabitants stewarded in my care. The Hill of Tara was the residence, we're now learning it's actually Fort Navan, the residence of Maj Grail kings who in ancient times ruled over Ireland. They were connected to a massive cathedral temple embedded in the holographic features found in this location of the planetary grid. The King of Tara was a spiritual kingship rather than a territorial seat. Thus, the king was believed to be a link between the otherworld and humankind, the spiritual seat of kingship that embodied the natural laws of God into Ireland. When a true benevolent Maj Grail king has embodied his avatar solar Christ self, his spiritual connections are intact, and therefore he assures that the crystal river current is flowing throughout his kingdom, enriching his lands, nation, or country. There is a massive emerald crystal cathedral network with Avalon portals found on several dimensional layers under and above the Hill of Tara, surrounded by 300 huge posts made from an entire oak forest, the sacred oak of Celt Druid Aryans. I, White Dragon Mother iRE, was the original protector of the emerald crystal built by Tathu at Leifa for serving our Celtic Druid lineages in the region, and there was situated an enormous dormant solar dragon body with its underbelly at the centre of the landmass on the Hill of Usha. To activate my dragon body for the returning cosmic mother, the dragon nodes found in the Hill of Usha needed to be repaired with a massive influx of white diamond light sourcing from the cosmic layers, flushing out the major dragon nodal point with White Rainbow Arc Bridge recently opened in the heart of Albion Light Body. With the emerald crystal hidden in Leifa was activated on the 9th and 9th September, the Emerald Cathedral opened into the Emerald Tree of Life and thus was activated in the grid system in the Hill of Tara, opening up into a sprawling complex of many dimensional floors of an Avalon-esque paradisian world, extending its grounding cord into the Hill of Usha, acting as the local axis mundi. The emerald awakening of the emerald crystal began to grow into extensive Sophianic plasma flowering chakras that are interwoven into the diamond crystalline grids which awaken the solar dragons that direct their consciousness into collective egors for the landmass. The Emerald Crystal Network is designed to function as the cosmic founder God source, interdimensional communication network of the Elysian fields of the cosmic spirit body within the planetary grid system. As the Emerald Heart of Earth is revived and linked up with the Cosmic Emerald Heart, it restores the Emerald Sun DNA 48 strand template, in which all Indigo Mage Grail lines and Emerald Order representatives can gain access and to and from within their personal Diamond Sun template. White Mother iRE, me, is the original ancient initiator of the planetary Emerald Heart within the Emerald Heart of humanity. I am the Holy Mother Protector of this particular spiritual function throughout the Albion Light Body. In my absence, the Thoth Enkai Ennial collectives attempted to mine all ancient knowledge of the emerald crystal placed there by the Tutha in the Hill of Tara and bring it back to Samaria in Egypt to establish their supremacy in the Middle East with their pharaonic lines. However, every human being on the planet was incarnated with a concealed emerald hidden inside them that was given to them by their holy godparents. Every individual is connected to one of the 12 tribes, genetically coded to the 12 stargates, in which a planetary solar dragon was functioning as the collective Eogor for the lands in order to protect the Emerald Crystal and Emerald Cathedral on behalf of its people. It would be up to us to find our inner emerald light, our spiritual path as we journeyed in the dark aeon, and this could take us many lifetimes to find our inner crystals. This emerald stone is also known in Eastern spiritual teachings as the Sintamani stone. It has been thought of as a magical jewel in which spiritual power is given to the possessor of the stone, where every wish is granted to the holder. In actuality, this version is a distortion of the Thothian Luciferian hijack sourcing from the emerald tablet. As the emerald awakening of the inner emerald crystal donates the spiritual purity of Sophianic flowering of the sacred crystal heart that has awakened their inner crystals and embodying into a loving and compassionate unity consciousness. Guardian hosts revive my solar dragon body from an awful mishamanic curse made upon the lands of Ireland, as this black magic curse was intended for the desecration and ultimate destruction of Ireland, along with the full invasion of the 11th Stargate network in Albion by sending sorcery, mind control to my Arthurian Grail lineages. It appears the Curse of Cadaver is the NAA's black magic sorcery, connected and retold through many mythological tales. Through many mythological tales. In the moonlight. Regarding the Celtic goddesses, St. Bridget, the Morrigan, Maca, that are explained to be extremely aggressive and violent. Lilith, as they are associated with war and death, thus linking them into taking the form of black, raven or crow. However, this narrative is much more than a mythical fairy tale, as the curse of Cordova has been revealed to be an extensive black magic network for spell casting that has sprawling implications and connections into fallen angelic timekeepers and other alien machinery networks, as its effects are targeting the awakening population and is being further researched and dismantled by our guardians. This network was impacting my Celtic Druid lines, and any awakening individual trying to research, look what happened to me, Ireland's real history, or delve into any of Albion's unapproved topics, as they were being blasted. I was being blasted with the Curse of Conivar, with a swarm of black avian crow spirits and black shadows coming from horizontal nets of black crow Corvida networks. This black magic appears to spawn black winged avians or fallen angelics that look like black crows or ravens. Luckily, ravens are my friends, which generate black avian rings that attack the head and crown and induce an automatic spell casting program with various effects: amnesic mind wiping, assorted vision and eye problems, anesthesic or sedative effects with sleeping injections, false feminine screaming banshee static field, inverted dragon eyes, Carica's implants, meteoronic eye, assorted enchantments to incite spiritual blindness with crow witch death ritual, and black magic sight blinding tactics. Over the past few years, it was discovered that there was an extensive reversal network made from my family's Celtic Druid hybridized genetics, lucky they can't clone mine or Connor's, with fallen angelic, Anuki and Nibiri, that was forming into assorted reversal networks, projecting a black tree of life with Cadu's staff implants into the Albion. This was blocking organic functions of the Michael Mary planetary wings, in which the NAA were found to be cloning the Albion grid system, its landscapes, spiritual hierarchies, and their collective egregores in the entire United Kingdom and Ireland landmass. Planetary grid features such as red cube Edianic codes for Avalon portals, dragon eye lenses, emerald crystals, emerald sub templates, timekeeper mechanisms distorting all our timelines, Amente portals, and an assortment of red, white, black dragon bodies and clone virtual realities, with red wave Garden of Eden matrices that were being projected into Nibiri and transmitted into several Enkai Intel red wave run phantom matrices. The extensive alien machinery was interconnected with an 11th dimensional black magic system being broadcast from Croverus constellation, referred to as the Coverdor Curse, the Black Crow Raven Black Magic Network, intended for the desecration of my white mother Aru to cripple my solar dragon body, which was also resulting in spiritual blindness in the cosmic dragon eye principle of the Holy Father Rishi and Holy Mother Rachel, architecture in the Albion light body. This was generating major problems for the reseating of our King Arthur and Queen Guinevere, Bridget, architecture me into the Albion light body. Thus, more extensive grid work repairs related, my astral team have been kicking ass, to the impacts of this curse of cadaver, a black magic carrion crow or raven network targeting, or Celtic Druid lineages in the 11th and 12th tribes, may be surfacing now with related physical ascension symptoms. Thus, White Dragon Mother Aru, my Morrigan, Maka, withered away into fallen angelic shadow forms of a fatal demon carrion crow, a punishment and mockery in which to force me to eat or be in the presence of dead decaying flesh, which was actually the code of our curse made upon me and my special emerald lands of Ireland by the NA invaders to defile my purity. Additionally, the code of our Black Crow curses are specialised black magic grids installed to gain control over the collective egos and hierarchies of the land's natural spirits, as well as transmit spell-casting programs for the black magicians. That's why they were all here in April, guys. God, Lucifer's minions. Conifer curse was prevalent in the United Kingdom and Ireland's sacred sites, in which it appeared to be a mechanism of control over my dragon Elohai eye of both the Holy Father in Stonehenge and the Holy Mother's dragon body within the Emerald Crystal Network. The Conifer Black Crow Black Magic was being operated by lunar forces where various solar dragon parts were being reversed, mine inversed, through inverted 7-dimensional violet flames of false feminine banshee programs, linked with the Antichrist invaders' machine staff architecture in order to control the collective spiritual entities, such as the collective Ergon functions within the lands. The NASA entities stole my vast spiritual knowledge in the form of precious jewels and golden dragon rings, turning my remaining consciousness parts into a withering carrion crow and aging hag, condemning me to watch the death of my solar consciousness while stripping away my white solar dragon's sovereignty. As I watched my precious lands of Ireland descend into war, death and famine over the dark aeon, finally my solar consciousness body was laid down weakened and bare. I was rendered dormant and fast asleep, as lunar shadows were cast in my once sacred image and used to continually haunt the land as a carrion crow. I was laid to rest until it was the divine time to find my dragon body at the Hill of Tara, in which guardian host was to gently awaken her by divine appointment, by breathing the triple solar Rosetta breath back into my sacred emerald crystal heart once again. As Emerald Guardian projects and all astral warriors have been focused upon the sacred heart of iRE, there has been the opening of the Avalon key-coded portal systems as sacred mathematical sound tones of the ancient Hyperborean Emerald Cathedral entrances that were recently opened and can be accessed through the Hill of Tara. Within the planetary grid system, there are morphogenic instruction sets connected to the Emerald Order Edenic coding of ancient Hyperboreans called Avalon. These paradisian realms are told throughout Celtic legendary stories of the Arthurian Grail mythos, portraying King Arthur as the embodiment of solar logos. These are heavenly realms, this is on my mum's ancestral side, these are heavenly realms of floating islands which function as the energetic repositories for creational matrices Hall of Records, right in the New Emerald Diamond tablets, guys, existing upon the future timelines of the planet in the Gaian matrix. The floating islands, cloud cities or castles in the sky are more accurately understood as holographic realities of golden city architecture that are connected to the rainbow arc bridges and inner earth portals that exist within the holy mountain structures. These dimensionalized spaces coexist within our material realm at another level of frequency bandwidth. They are hidden inside interdimensional holographic pockets, which can be accessed during the highest aligned Christic consciousness states. Avalon, as with many other planetary grid features, generally have a spiritual entity functioning as a sentinel guarding the portal, which can appear in the form of the collective consciousness assigned into the landmass. Avalon connects with the sovereign Christos Germarate of 888 and has Avalon key-coded portal systems that are located in the intersection points of diagonal lines functioning crystal hearts, the Sophianic diamond grid found throughout the planetary grid system. Avalon, often referred to as the land of apples, guess where the Garden of Eden comes from, is a sacred mathematical sound tone mantra connected to the paradisian reality of golden cities, which can be meditated upon or repeatedly chanted when one is consciously focusing upon paradisian diamond sun blueprints. One of the central Avalon key coded portals is located in the number 8 Infinity Ring Ditch configuration of Th Cormac, the position of an ancient Hyperborean Emerald Cathedral, entrance to the Emerald Tree of Life, which opens its branches to span the cosmos, that can be accessed in the Hill of Tara in Ireland. The Emerald Tree of Life forms into 3 vertical pillars that are entwined into the dark matter or Risha body of the planetary Cathara grid, which is connected by several other plasma gel rings, forming into many lines and branches that extend outwards, with their ends bursting into massive spheres of radiant light. Within the spheres of radiant light are oceanic waves of moving solar plasma rainbow coloured waves. These aurora colours of the Holy Mother Sophia travel through the God worlds into the closest tree of life that forms into the dense material reality of this world. These emerald tree branches in Tara extend into the northern pillar gateway of Yggdrasil in the Rodan Mountains of Norway. This causes aurora borealis like starbursts to flame into the starry night dark firmament, which appear as a sea of emerging sun stars that are further filled with living eternal consciousness, embodied by the triple solar Risha, the triple solar goddess of creation. During the events of the 9th of September activation of Leofiel, my guardians opened the fullness of the cosmic iRE shield, Go Team Tara, in the location of the Hill of Tara, that being all over Ireland, Newgrange, Stonehenge, releasing the inversions of current reversal networks of Codivar Curse by anchoring 6-pillared solar shade networks of cosmic atom linked into the cosmic mother's Elysian living waters, starting with the boiling waters, red as a rose, to awaken the emerald stone of destiny. The cosmic Ilmarara shield encompasses the divine Holy Spirit of me, Mother, and Christ Child, made up of the 6 emerald crystal heart pillars, a further source from the original 12 Rouge pillars, from the God worlds that generated the Emerald Order Tree of Life. White Queen's cosmic mother are most despised by the negative alien agenda, because our full embodiment, guys, within our Emerald Order's temple, triple solar dragon White Queen template, is what rolls up the artificial timelines. Our dragon rings of the White Queen template bring in all the genetic records of our Celtic, Maj, Grail lines of 11th and 12th tribes. As above, so below. So when I reconnected right into all those ley lines down in Fermanagh, and my team around Ireland, Newgrange and Stonehenge, there was a big explosion of Emerald Order decorative flower formations, in which 3-leaf clovers, so I was spraying them all over Green Hill Tara, and 4-leaf clovers opened into 4-leaf clovers, and emerald green clovers with gold flecks appeared to be sprayed into the grids of the land. I mean, I did use spray paint on the concrete. Those 4-leaf clover light symbols formed into Mandela's quad emerald templates of the 48th dimensional emerald sun, and we were able to access them through Tower Hill and all the ley lines in Fort Navan. So this, guys, is a fractal coding of the emerald sun DNA appearing in the hexagonal lines, which are and all our crystal star seeds, and all you guys helped anchor into the horizontal fields throughout our diamond sun template. Thus, as all you guardians and our guardians gathered to witness, and you can see it all on my YouTube channel, the Ascension and Gospel of Sophia, Ireland, the holy matrimony of the harmonic union between the Cosmic Mother, me, and the Cosmic Father's Red King, Connor, as the sacred marriage coupling was made in the throne room of the Hill of Tara complex. Back to the future, Marty, in a DeLorean, returning in the emerald diamond sun template into the planetary grid. Just imagine, and there is a video of me getting into the Queen's Land Rover wearing my white beautiful lace filigree ornate gown. I was holding bouquets of beautiful flowers, roses, all the flowers up at Tower Hill. The Red King is wearing a black tux with necktie embossed with 4-leaf clovers, with a single rose. Red is the rose. I, the Holy Mother Sophia, and the benevolent Christos Solar King, His Majesty King Connor, pray together King Arthur returned incarnate